Hello, and thanks for stopping by. This is volume 176 of My Prostate is Trying to Kill Me. I'm Mark Graves, just a regular guy fighting prostate cancer, and I'm glad to have you along for the ride. Today is Friday, which means we wear red on Fridays. Remember everyone deployed, and we pray for all the troops until they're home safely. Today was the day that I got my tube changed. So this is just a real quick video to let you know how that went. I got up this morning, did not sleep well last night, was in Afib when I woke up this morning, and it was no chest pain, no pain in my arm, but rapid uneven heartbeat, which takes your breath away, and then combine that with the fatigue from the chemotherapy, and it basically just, I couldn't do much. I could barely move. Couldn't breathe, couldn't, get enough air to be able to talk. So what did I do? I did some stuff on the computer. I had some groceries coming from Amazon Fresh. Those were delivered, so I put those away. And then it was, then the electricity went out. Evidently Edison was working up the street on the electricity, and that went out. So anyways, I went in and took a shower, and it was like one of the most difficult things I've ever done. I just, it took like 15 minutes to get through the shower. I just had no energy, no strength, no nothing. Plus, I was leaning against the wall for a good part of it. Just didn't feel balanced. So as soon as I got out of the shower, I just wrapped a towel around me, and I called Kelly, my wife, at work, and I said, "You got to come and get me. I can't drive. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that. I can't even barely stand up." So she said, "Okay, I'm gonna hot foot home and get you." And then I got a text from my sister, who lives 5 houses down from me on the same street, and she said, "Hey, is your power out?" And I sent back yes. I tried to call her, and she was on another call. And then a couple minutes later, she called back, and I explained to her what was going on, and she said, "I'll come and get you." She goes, I'm home today. The power's out, so I can't do the Zoom meeting I'm supposed to do. So I'll come and get you." She goes, "Call Kelly right now and tell her." So I called Kelly. She had already left her job. And so I told her, I go, "Connie's going to take me." And she said, "Okay." And she turned around and headed back to work. So Connie picked me up a couple minutes later. And just getting dressed was ridiculous. And I find it so frustrating. I'm not by nature a sit around guy. I'm a do guy. I'm like, wake up in the morning, got a list of shit to do, I'll do it. And man, just not working out that way right now. And I totally understand. Chemotherapy, cancer, all that crap, it changes your life. And trying to get used to it, but it's not easy for me. It's just, I'm not a sitting on the couch kind of guy. So at any rate, my sister took me over to my urologist, and God, this is difficult. I don't want to badmouth anybody over there, but I checked in, and I went in to get my tube changed. And of course, the nurse takes you in first. And again, I'm going to sound like I'm throwing people under the bus, and I'm not. I'm just telling you what happened through the appointment and how I felt I had to protect myself. So as normal, just like it always is, when I walk into the room, there's a tray with a sterile towel on it, and it has, I think I've even put a picture up here before of what it looks like, and it has the tube laying on there, the catheter, and then there's 2 syringes. One is to inflate the balloon once the new catheter goes in, and the other one is to flush the system, squirt it in my bladder, make sure it comes back out. So nurse comes in, I sit down in the chair, and she goes, "I need to take your blood pressure and stuff." And for whatever reasons, she went over to the trash can and slid it, a couple of feet the other direction. And she was wearing her blue gloves. And then she proceeded to take my blood pressure and check my temperature with an oral thermometer connected to the blood pressure machine. And I was really hazy. I should have said, "Excuse me, could we get a clean pair of gloves? Since you're touching the thing that just went." Well, technically she didn't touch that because they put it in the box, pull it out, and they don't touch that. But her hands had touched the garbage can, her gloves, and she touched the thermometer. But anyways, So she said, okay, the PA will be in a little bit. And so got up on the table, dropped trowel, and put this stupid little wiener cover that they give you to put over there. It never works. Besides, as soon as they start working on you, that thing slides off, you know, and there's you know who looking at one good eye, hey, what's going on? And I guess I should give them a more masculine voice. Hey, what's going on? But so we started talking, and I explained to the PA, I said, I don't know how much the doc told you about what happened, but a month ago, I got my tube changed, and I got the Lupron shot, and that night ended up in the hospital near death, and it took a couple days for him to bring me back. So I really don't want to go through that experience again. And we also talked about the fact that my tube is leaking really badly. It used to be I could just have the tube in there with a plug in it, no problem. You know, I could feel when my bladder was full, and I would go open it up and, you know, release the urine out of there. Well, now, without any warning, it just seeps out, and so it looks like I'm peeing my pants just below my belt line. Not fun. So now, for the last, I don't know, month and a half, almost 2 months, I've been wearing a bag 24/7. So I have a leg bag on right now, and when I go to bed, I'll put the overnight bag on, the big one, so I don't have to get out of bed all night long. Silver lining. So anyway, where was I? Oh, so anyway, I expressed my concern about the previously sterile tray that was there, and I told the PA, I go, look, I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. I just want to explain to you my fears, why I feel the way I do, and I think I have a solution. So she said, but this is a sterile tray. And I go, well, yeah, maybe, but the nurse moved the trash can with those gloves on, and with those same gloves came over here and touched this tray that's got all of the stuff that's going inside my body, and moved it over with her, you know, fingers and thumbs being on the edge of this, touching it. So my understanding is she broke the plane of sterility. You know, what it's laying on is fine, but if you move your hands over the top of that, this is my understanding. My sisters are both nurses, and they told me that's how it works. You know, then it's no longer sterile. So I told her, I go, look, I don't want to be that guy. I go, but I would sure feel better if we got a new one. And, you know, you pull the old one out, we tear the pack open, you lube it up, pop it in the hole. Like, I would really feel better about that. So she goes, well, okay. So she went out, came back in with a new catheter in a sealed package that it comes in, picked up everything off of the sterile tray, tossed it in the trash, and then proceeded to, and this part I can't see. I'm laying on my back. You know, if there was a mirror up there, I guess you could see it, but I've been told I don't want to see it. The stoma, you know, there's a hole going into my bladder. My wife has seen it. She saw the change. She doesn't want to see it again. But so anyways, you know, extremely comfortable. They deflate the balloon, and once the balloon is deflated, they pull the old tube out. Then they go in there and they clean around the hole with, I don't know, it's iodine or something. They're like these pre-moistened sticks, you know, and they're dark red. And so they clean, you know, all of that up. And then she'll tell you, she'll go, take a breath, new one's coming in. So you just kind of breathe in, try to relax, and it slides in through the hole. And it's the weirdest thing. It feels like it just came out of your penis, because it puts so much pressure from behind in the bladder. And once it's in, you know, as far as it's supposed to be, then she takes the syringe, hooks it up, pushes it, and the balloon opens up. At the whole end of the tube is a balloon, and it opens up. That way you can't pull that thing out of your bladder. Although, trust me, I've tried accidentally a couple of times. So anyways, get the new one in, everything, you know, boom. And we just chatted the whole time about her leaving for Hawaii tomorrow. You know, my stress level is dropping. I feel, and she gave me an antibiotic. So she goes, take this now, the other one take tonight before you go to bed. So that really helped to quell my fears, you know, with the antibiotic in there, because I have no immune system right now. And anything gets in there, and you realize I had this on, anything gets in there, you know, I'm screwed. And I don't want to a replay of last time. And oh, quickly too, I apologize. I'm so freaking lazy I didn't go out in the garage. So you got blazing white light. I can't. It sucks. Shining in from over there. There we go. So I apologize for that. And I know I said I was going to make this short, and it's already longer than I thought it was going to be. But at any rate, I felt much more secure, and I felt very well taken care of. But I think I had just stressed myself out all week thinking about this. So now I'm feeling extremely emotional because I think I'm going to be okay. I've been praying. The cancer crew's been praying. My Aunt Margie, you know, everybody's been praying. So got an awful lot of good stuff behind me right now. And I just keep checking my temperature, you know, making sure everything looks good. Check my blood pressure is really low, but not, you know, dangerously low. It's just lower than it normally is for me. My heart rate is very high. And when the Afib kicks in, it's not regular rhythm, sinus rhythm. So the way to deal with that is, after I load this video, go hop on the couch, close my eyes, and there I shall stay. Yeah, our invisible dog will come and leave more white hair on the pillow when I get up. But yeah, so anyways, that's where I'm at. I'm pissed that I let myself get that worked up to where my Afib kicked in this morning. I've done that a couple of times in my life because I've had Afib since my early 20s. God, it's frustrating. But sometimes it's just really hard. It's really hard to not go to the dark place. So, and I've been fighting that this week by trying to encourage other people. That seems to help me. I'm totally bummed because I had to break my lunch date with Andy today. I feel terrible about that. But there's no way I have enough strength to pull it off. So I'm going to try and do that next week. Go get a beef sandwich with Andy. So I'm home. Hoping I'm going to be okay. But, you know, if you would, some extra prayers would be good. And for those of you who send prayers, thank you very much for all the good thoughts, positive vibes, the aloha, the shaka, good juju. You know, anything you guys send my way, I totally appreciate it. I really do. And gosh, these videos have been downers. It just seems like they've really been downers. So I need to get something funny for you on here, something to lift your spirits, maybe on the next video. So I'll work on that. I love you all, and thank you so much for being on this journey with me. If you'd like to continue, click the subscribe button. If you gained anything from this video, hit the like button on there. I would truly appreciate that. And if you click the little bell icon, then you'll be notified every time there's a new video posted. And I apologize. I hope the volume on this is okay. I have not a lot of energy for my voice right now. So best I could do. So anyways, it's Red Friday. Remember, everyone deployed. I love you all. I'll talk to you soon.